Hey Milaeger fans, I am here with Pat Molter, and you may have seen her at our Milaeger's Farmers Market. That's really where we met. How long has that been?
Oh my goodness, 6 years I think, or 7.
6 years, 6 or 7 years. So, and people know you a lot for the Alive and Vibrant, of course, your business.
Right.
And maybe you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of history. I think you're so amazing. I love the time that I get to spend with you because I learned so much, and you're such an inspiration too.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm a colon cancer survivor. I had surgery and then I embarked on chemo, and it was a miserable experience. So after 5 months of chemo hell, I wasn't even halfway through, I made the decision, amongst a lot of prayer, to quit my chemo, and a friend got me started on healthy eating as a way of healing up. He had me using somebody else's green superfood powder. I'm actually a published certified aromatherapist. I love to blend things.
And you're so good at it too.
I didn't intend to start a company, but it evolved. So I've been licensed by the state since 2014. So I just love to encourage people to maximize your own natural immunity system, and you are what you eat. So pay attention to what's going into that mouth, because it really does affect your health, your energy, and everything else. And that, coupled with essential oils, is just a win-win journey for everybody.
Yes, I love. So we teach a lot of classes here together, and Pat, you do such a great job of sharing recipes for health, not only healthy eating, but they're really easy. I mean, when you do them, I mean, you know, this is not a 2-hour prep time.
No.
This is a 10 to 15 minutes. I feel like I can do this. You know, it's very
empowering. I don't have 2 hours, so that has to be simple, easy, and yummy to boot. So.
Right, yeah. Some of the things I just wouldn't believe what they are, but I mean, it's just incredible. So definitely check out those classes. Again, it's so much fun to just spend time with you, because you have such a passionate heart. I know your goal is always to help people just feel their best, live a quality life, but you're also involved with Seema, and this is something that Milaeger's, we've been carrying these bags. I don't know, has it been 3 years now?
I think so.
Everything's a blur. If you told me, I mean, it's, you know how that is. But, and you are always so great and supportive of like our fashion shows and things like that. But maybe you could explain to us a little bit more the history of Seema, what's available, what their goals are, and how we can help.
Sure. Well, Seema started about in 2020, but prior to that, Raj Ministries, which is Roy and Jenny, the couple that started it, they began 35 years ago. They felt called to come to the rural part of northern India and just minister to the people there. And Jenny was concerned about education for their daughters, so she started a homeschool, and word went out, and pretty soon there were some of the local village children that were coming for an education. And long story short, she ended up founding a school there. And they have 700 students in this school.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And so one day in 2020, a woman knocked on the gates and asked to be let in and talk to Jenny. And she said, "Can you hire me?" And she had her daughters with her. And Jenny said, "I can't. I don't have any way to pay you." And the woman said, "I can teach you how to use a backstrap loom to weave bags." And so this woman did, and Jenny was enthralled with what she saw. And so that began Seema Ministries. And this is elevating women who are illiterate. Jenny teaches them to read and write their own name. And one of the blessings among this is not only are these women earning a living wage, but their children get a free education in this school. And education, as we all know, is a ticket out of poverty. And when I was there a year and a half ago, the seniors sat for the state exam that India offers, and 2 of them scored high enough, so now India will pay their way through medical school. So they're on their road to becoming doctors. And the poverty around this village is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Women are getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom in the fields because there's not even an outhouse there, so that they aren't exposing themselves to men getting ready to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. They don't have money for cement to put the bricks together, and so when I was there, they had a particularly heavy rainy season, and the bricks while shifting, I could put my hands to the side wall, and all they have in this little brick home is a platform, and the mom sleeps on there with her children. They eat on there. They have a little fire pit outside their homes that they cook on. So there's no running water. There's no bathroom facility. There's nothing. And everywhere we went, women were coming up and girls coming up, Jenny, can you hire me? Jenny, can you hire me? And so the more bags we sell, because every penny that we sell from the bags goes back to India. We're all just volunteers with them. We can get more women on the looms. We get more children educated. It's just a win-win-win. So these beautiful bags are made on a treadle sewing machine. There's no electricity there.
Right. I mean, it's just
no fancy
unbelievable.
attachments. The bigger bags are lined with their gorgeous sari material for lining. And then they had started before COVID to build a medical clinic there. There isn't any access right there for medical clinic. The closest is about 45 minutes away in Nepal, but then you have to go through the border, and the border's not always open. And that's just for cold or minor things. If you need a broken bone or you're having a heart attack or something, it's 3 to 4 hours to get to Lucknow. Well, most of these people depend upon their feet for transportation or best a bicycle.
How are they? They're just impossible.
It is. And when I was there were 4 teenagers that were killed by a leopard. They went into the fields to collect firewood early in the morning, and the leopard had cubs and attacked them. And so, you know, what do you do with a teenager that's bleeding out? You can't do anything.
There's no place to go. Oh,
No.
that's just awful.
And Jenny just sent a newsletter out. They just lost a little 6-month-old baby, died from starvation. The mom walked for 2 hours with this dying child in her hands to get to Raj Ministries, and by the time she got there, it was too late. The baby was dead. So with 700 children in this school, plus teachers, plus they have, it's called House of Glory. They have a home there for 75 girls that have been sent out of their villages for one reason or another. They house them. So, you know, when you have that many people there, you need the medical clinic.
Right.
So they started before COVID. They've got a shell for the first floor. It's not completed. And their vision is to have a secure enough floor on the top level of the first floor so that they can build on the second level, and eventually they'll have a nurse practitioner living up there. So they'll always have help. They've had a doctor who's come through their school too, who's offered to put the clinic on rotation so that they will always have somebody there who can supervise kids that are sick, moms that are having babies, educate them on the rigors of dehydration and what happens. And you know, when you're poor, you're just not aware of these things that are going on. And malaria and other diseases are rampant there too. So we really need to get that medical clinic completed.
And how is their progress right now with the medical clinic?
They've raised $17,000 of the $50,000 they need. And you know, that's such a little bit of money compared to what it would cost to build a clinic here in the United States.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So they're still working on that and setting that goal. And when people purchase the bags, is that money going towards?
All that money is going back into Raj Ministries and into Seema. None of it stays here in the States for us. So.
But I mean, is that going towards this facility?
Yes.
Then? Okay.
And they can always designate a gift too that will just go into the, you know, they
to the medical facility.
To the medical facility. You know, there's lots of sponsorship opportunities because, you know, to get the girls into school or get the mom on the loom or whatever. But our goal right now is to get that clinic finished.
Right. How many women, do you know about how many women are there working on the loom?
We had
making
35 before COVID. We're now back up to 31. So again, it's as money comes in designated so that we make sure, because we don't start someone on the looms and put their children to school without having the funding to pay for it.
Right.
So we're almost back up to where we were before COVID.
And it's important to have the continuous orders and flow for the bags or the donations. So they can just go to Seema USA to be able to make donations or purchases?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
And of course, they can always come here to Milaeger's.
They can always come to Milaeger's because we have the bags here.
Yes.
But our goal here, of course, if you're watching this and you're local and you want to come here to be able to support, that's a great way to do it. But we're also trying to reach a broader spectrum and, you know, make this a not only nationwide but worldwide effort to improve the quality of life there. The bags, I mean, you have a lot of the
I
bags.
do.
I have a lot of the bags. They're always willing to make, we're working on a new hip pack that will be, that they're going to start to hopefully work on. But there's so many great options here. I mean, this is a brand new one that you just brought in, this little mini backpack. It's so on trend with the little sling and all the fun pockets. And I mean, it's really, really well made. I mean, you put everything in there, but it's easy to wear. So that's been really popular, you said.
It has been.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. That's one of my new favorites. And that's only, here it's $44.99. That black and white, or that purse is my favorite. For a purse.
This. I have one.
So, and this is just called the small gathered bag, but this, I can't believe how much it holds.
It does.
For one, I mean, I love this, especially, I mean, it is my purse, but then also for travel, it's so easy. I can throw even like the book I'm reading in there, obviously all my essential oils, wallet, all that stuff, but then it's got 2 easy pockets on the side that things like fit really snugly, so I can put my phone in there and I don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that. My keys usually go on the other side, but they always stay secure there. So that is a really nice bag. And then the Weekender, is that this one?
That is. This is the big one right here.
So this is a nice big bag. We're losing some here. Sorry. Thanks. Good catch, Pat. This is a great one. Again, it's amazing how much these can hold on the inside.
You can actually pack for an entire weekend there.
And it's durable.
It is. These are all hand washable in cool water.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. But lots of great, patterns, different colors, different shapes and sizes, some smaller pieces. Just for like on the go, you can throw your phone in here, your keys, your lipstick is always important. But this is super easy, and this is $17.99.
I know.
I mean, that's just crazy. But we do this one in a lot of fun colors just because it's such a great one. And then we had also asked them to do ones for essential oils specifically. So this is, I don't know, what do we call this? Just the large one. This one's $29.99. But you can see where you can put in all the oils in here in place. Gosh, what is this? It holds like, what?
30
of them.
it
I couldn't remember if it was 25 or 30. So this holds 30 essential oils. And then we have a little mini one, which I think is great for travel, great for gifts. You can fit, there's got 4 pockets in here to snug up your oils, but then you can also, there's enough room. Woo, I just lost it. Room in the middle, so you can put the 4 oils in there, but then you could also put some roller balls in there. There's room, if you wanted to put some cash in here or whatever, but there's room for, probably at least 6, I'd say. That's the small one.
And I have a friend who
19.
was going through cataract surgery, and she had to keep her medication upright.
Oh,
so she
yeah.
used that for
That
her
could work for that,
medication
too.
because it didn't spill anywhere.
Right, perfect. So this will stay, it has that kind of flat bottom.
Right.
And then you can put anything you want in there, really, like I said, for staying upright. Our philosophy or thought originally was essential oils, but as any bag, you can do so many things with it. But that's incredible if you're looking for something specific to essential oils. And this one is really cool. So this is called, it's just the pouch bag. This is the medium size. But what I like about this is that it has a liner. So great for like toiletries, for travel. You could use this for essential oils too. Easy to wipe out, easy to clean. What do you use it for?
I use that for my toiletries, and then there's a smaller one too, and there's a larger one, and the little itty bitty guys. I have 3 of those. I have my credit cards in one, I have my bank cards and insurance in one, and I have just my medication in the other. So
yes, I love it, and I love the smaller sizes where you can just be really precise on those things. I have some like favorite essential oils that I will just throw in there and throw that in my bag, and it, like the fun patterns makes it really easy to find in my purse, which I think is really cool. But the quality is amazing, so I just love the way that they look and their durability. Again, this brand new one is super popular. This little hipster style can just swing over, a little crossbody. Super cute with that. And then it's got a snap front. That's brand new for us. We love it. And look at you, Pat. You're right here. Look at her. She's in the article. That's Pat right down there. But
look at I'm tall. That never happened.
I know. Yeah.
They're so tiny, and they sling
That's
that hot, heavy, wet cotton that they've dyed up over the clothesline to dry. It's just amazing to watch them.
Unbelievable.
So this is all dyed over a big open fire, and it's hot in India with a big stick. And then they're slinging this wet, heavy wet cotton
Let's
up
see if
over
I
the
can
line
bring
to
this up
dry.
closer so you can see it up there. That's how it hangs to dry.
And then some of the younger gals sit there and roll it into balls, and then they sit on the floor, their feet pressed up against bricks, with all of this arm motion, creating what they call the tan, which is your pattern.
Wow.
They work really hard, but you know what? They always have a smile on their face.
I know, I see that.
Look at that.
I mean, it's just incredible.
Look at
And
her
they're so talented at what they do. And we just want to be able to help out more.
Right.
And be able to offer them more support, whether it is through donations or purchasing a bag, whatever it may be. The more that we can help, and especially to help them to get this medical facility, I think is so important.
They need that so badly. They really do. I can't imagine walking 2 hours with, or 2 miles rather, with the baby in your arm, and only to get there and
losing your baby.
Losing your baby.
Just heartbreaking. You said that that just happened.
It did
so
just
sad.
happen.
Yeah, my heart just breaks.
So it's just, I mean, there's so many stories I can tell about trying to get people into Lucknow, and you know, if the cows block the road, then you can't move, and so it's just not good for anybody.
No, I remember you sending me videos and pictures when you were there, and I just wept. I just cried. It was just like like I said, so many things that we take for granted, or a world that just is beyond our even comprehension of what they go through on a daily basis.
It is, you know, they just work so hard, and they have such little, and but they're so grateful for what they have, and they're so pleased to have their children get a good education. And then that will lift that generation eventually out of poverty. You can't do it without your education.
Right.
There's no place to go for work.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
And for the women, for them to have this opportunity to be able to have this craft and this ability, I'm sure protects them and keeps them safe too.
It does. It does. The village knows that they are part of the Seema family, and Ray and Jenny are often touring the villages, and then they're working with them on when we got that house rebuilt. So it's just such a positive experience. But yeah, we're so blessed here in the United States, we don't realize it. To be able to get up in the morning and go to the bathroom, have running water to brush our teeth. When we need to go someplace, we get in a car and go, or at least have the ability to get on a bus and go someplace,
Right.
you know.
Electricity. I mean, everyone goes crazy when we can't charge our cell phones.
I
right?
know.
I mean, first world problems. But when you think about all those things, like you said, we wake up and we just kind of do them in motion and don't realize sometimes.
If you could picture yourself getting up and having to get out of your little mud hovel and go into the fields and go to the bathroom.
And fear that there might be a leopard there. That's
Right.
just so
Or
awful.
that there have been cases where women have been raped because the men are on their way to work. So
Yeah, that's just terrible.
it is. But, you know, we have the ability here in the United States to give back. And the little that we give becomes a huge amount when you go to a place like India.
Right. And you know, my grandparents always taught me that many hands make light work.
They do.
So if everybody can participate or help out in some way, on some level, we all rise up together.
It's a
right?
win-win-win.
Yes.
So,
yes, I totally agree.
Yeah, the more you give, the more you're blessed in giving back. So.
And like you said, they're always so willing to be able to make something new, or a new design, or colors, or you know, whatever it may be. They're just always just waiting for fresh ideas and opportunities too.
Well, and they're happy to recreate. Like one of your employees liked, they call the patterns the tan. So she liked the tan that had the green, purple, and blue in it. And she took a picture of it, and she wanted it in a different bag, and they were happy to make it. It takes a couple months before you get it.
Right.
But she has a beautiful bag that's unique just for Jenny.
Yes, I know, and she's thrilled. So, you know, it's a great story. So, and just being able to help, and like you said, it's a win-win-win when we can actually make a purchase that is benefiting and helping others.
It is. So thank you so much for the part that Milaeger's plays.
Yeah,
in
absolutely, absolutely. So check out the website, like I said, where you can make donations or purchases. You can also come here right at Milaeger's. We have we're always restocking both store locations with fresh bags and colors, and they're all unique. So you get something special, and you get to make a difference in the world.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.